Firstly, why have you resigned?
There's a question now that needs to be answered, and people are saying this. Patricia, you fought so long in the saga with the DA. You won all your court cases. The motions of no confidence did not succeed against you. Why have you decided to resign as mayor and give up the fight? I've been fighting all along for a principle and not for a position. My main fight was to clear up my name. And once the DA approached me and offered to withdraw the charges, I was satisfied that my name would now be cleared. I decided to step aside so that I can get on with my life. But also, I could no longer stand the abuse from some members of the DA because I took this position in the first place to make a real and meaningful difference in the lives of our people of the city. And really, there was no point in fighting forever. I believe it is true leadership that we must arise above our differences, put the people first. And if that means having to make a personal sacrifice and walk away from the position, then I'm prepared to do so. And I can tell you, there was not a secret deal at all. I stand to gain nothing from this decision. I was offered a position in Parliament. I was offered a position in the legislature. And I declined that. And like I'm walking away from the position of mayor now, because all I wanted to do was to clear my name.
Well, Ms. de Lille, I have to ask, as an ordinary South African, do you believe that what has happened, that the DA now dropping those internal charges, but you agreeing on the other hand in return to walk away as mayor, do you believe that that really clears your name? Is that because as an ordinary South African, it would look to me like, as much as you say that there was no deal struck, it looks like there was a bit of a trade-off. You do this and then we'll do this for you. But there's no clearing, no saying you've accused me of this and look, there's no proof. None of that has come out of this process.
Well, you're correct. But let me assure you, I did not walk away from the disciplinary committee. In fact, my lawyers last week informed the DA that we were going to make a pre-trial preparations this week. You will recall also last week we made a joint announcement that the disciplinary hearing will proceed, that the hearing will be open to the media, and that the DA will bring the evidence just last week. And when they approached me and requested that I reconsider proceeding with the DA, they also offered to drop the charges. So once they made such offer to me, it gave me an opportunity to clear my name, because up to today, I can assure you, I've not been able to get any evidence. In fact, I had to go to court to try and get the evidence. So there was absolutely no deal, no personal. A deal sounds as if there's personal gain for me. There's no personal gain for me at all. I've turned down all of these positions in the past because my fight was about principle and not position.
But Ms. de Lille, based on that principle, why not say, if you're prepared to drop these charges, that clears my name, why would I have to resign? And I know you say that you were tired of everything that had been going on, but you've been fighting and you've been so adamant from the start of all of this that you will not give in. And then it sounds and it looks like you've given up.
Well, no. You know, at some point in your life, you have to realize that, you know, this fight was taking a lot of my energy. And, you know, it was also impacting on my ability to do my work. Because the reason why I took the position of mayor in the first place was to make a real and really meaningful difference to the lives of the city of Cape Town. And also, there's no real point in fighting forever at the expense of the people. My personal fight has always been not for personal gain, but to make sure that I serve the people. And that is my departure point. People are entitled to their opinions now that I've taken this personal decision. But one thing that's wrong is when people use their personal opinions to judge me. You know, I'm happy for this interview so that I can explain what I've done and why I've done it. But it is another chapter in my life, and I now have an opportunity to move on.
Ms. de Lille, I mean, what about critics out there who are saying that this sounds like pure electioneering, just to save face, to paper over the cracks in the DA, that this is a move now with just less than a year to go till elections here, that this is what this is all about?
Well, certainly the Democratic Alliance must answer that question. For me, it was always a fight about principle and not a position. So now that I have been approached and the charges have been dropped, I've reconsidered my position.
All right, Ms. de Lille, very quickly, before I let you go, what next for you? What are you staying in the party? Are you leaving? What will you be doing?
Well, now that I've cleared my name, I can take time to decide on what I want to do in the future. Well, there are quite a lot of people out there who seem to be saying the same thing, that I must continue to be involved in working for our communities. And I've said that I'm committed to serving my country, and I remain committed to do so in the future. So I've not made a final decision. You know, once I've done that, I will certainly take South Africans in my confidence and share it with them.
All right. Thanks very much for your time. That's Patricia de Lille, soon to be former mayor of Cape Town, on the line there, just on her resignation, and she'll be stepping down at the end of October, or in October, we understand. Still